Okay, so we're going to talk now about how to do effective brainstorming. And you're going to need to do this for your final. And I'm going to have my son, James, help me. You'll hear his voice. It helps if you have another person to do this with, just because, again, 2 heads are better than 1. It just makes it more of a game. But if you don't have another person to work with, just challenge yourself to think of different tangents that you could go on. So what's going to happen is when you look at the client profile, there'll be certain words that jump out at you about what the client likes or dislikes or what they're interested in. So what you want to do is put one of those words in a bubble. So let's say the client likes to garden. So I'm going to put the word garden in a bubble. And then I'm just going to free associate the first word that comes to my mind. Don't censor yourself. And if you have a friend to do this with, you're just going to lobby the ideas back and forth. So I say garden. James, you say?
Flowers.
Flowers. I'll say color. James?
Blue.
Green.
Grass.
Texture. It's the first thing that comes to your mind. Dirt, good. I say rain.
Wet.
I say watering can.
Flowers. I don't know.
Flowers, it's okay.
Can you repeat it?
Yeah, sure. I say scent.
Roses.
Okay. Also, you want to have feeling words in there. So how do you feel when you're in a garden?
Peaceful.
Peaceful. I'll say calm. Relax. Okay, also you want to have nouns and verbs. So we have some nouns like watering can, and then, we can also add some action things. So what do you do when you're in a garden?
Kneel.
So you're grounded. Okay, so you get the idea. So you're going to try to think of many words as you can around that particular concept. So now we're going to switch to another one. The client also loves art. So what's a word you can think of about art?
Gauguin.
Good. Then I'll say tropical.
Tahiti.
Okay, I'm going to say canvas. What else?
White.
Okay, good. I'm going to say coral.
Fish.
Okay. I'm going to say rainbow.
Islands.
Okay. Say escape. First word that comes to your mind.
Door.
Okay, good. If you're doing this by yourself, you can just try to put a random word down there. The problem, the whole point is you're trying to be kind of random, because this is going to lead you to a more creative solution to your design concept. So also with art, I'm going to put brushes. So what else can you think of with that?
Palette.
Good. I'm going to say texture.
Paint.
Paint. Okay. I'm going to say sculpture.
Bronze.
Bronze. Good. Okay, so again, you want to think like, okay, I felt like I've exhausted that particular topic. So the point is you don't want to just have like 3 words. You want to have several words. And now we're going to do another one. So let's say the client lives in La Jolla. So things you can think of. Keep it clean, James.
Ocean.
Ocean, okay. I'll say money. What else?
Ferrari.
Okay, I'm going to say breeze.
Ocean. No, I said that, didn't I?
That's okay. You can say it again.
Mist.
Mist. I'm going to say cliffs.
Tide pools.
Okay, I'm going to say scripts. Scripts institutional oceanography, but I'm just going to put scripts.
Pier.
Okay. Wood.
Brown.
I'm going to say or turquoise, the color of the ocean.
Waves.
Okay, then I'm going to say movement.
Palm trees.
Okay, and then also remember, how do you feel when you're in that environment? So how do you feel when you're in the ocean with palm trees and mist and breeze and tide pools?
Just having fun.
Fun?
Fun.
Sorry, this is kind of torturous since we're all stuck inside, but just imagine yourself in that environment. How do you feel? I feel free, relaxed, content. I wish I were there right now. Okay, so I think you guys are getting the idea. You're going to have this whole paper filled with words, and then you want to take another, maybe like a highlighter or a different color, and you want to circle the words that seem to have some kind of a relationship, either in opposition or similarity. So for example, in both the garden and the ocean, we have the word relaxed, or relax. We also have the color blue, or rain, or water. Okay, and then we have ocean, obviously that's water. Okay, or if you look at how that worked with our art list, we also had things like coral and fish that would relate to water. Now sometimes it could also be oppositional. So you could think about, something maybe like bronze, which is metal and hard, playing off water, which is soft and fluid, right? So it also could just be a word that just resonates for you for some reason. So if you're looking at the list and you're seeing this idea of being grounded, being connected to the earth perhaps. So what you're going to do is take those key words and write another list for yourself. So I'm grounded, relaxed, peaceful, and then I have contrast of fluid, solid, which is the ocean and the bronze, and I'm feeling content. Okay, so this can be the words that you base your concept off of for the client. So the whole point of this is you're making the concept about them and who they are and what their interests are and who they are as people, what they do for a living, where they've traveled, instead of you personally. So you're really customizing the design for your client, and the way that you can do that in a deeper, more profound way is through this brainstorming activity, instead of just having a style. So a lot of designers will just say, oh, I'm going to do it in modern coastal style. What does that mean exactly? What's the feeling you're trying to create? What's the atmosphere of that? And that's very generic. So how can we make it more personalized to this individual client? And you'll find that when you go through this process, you'll come to your design with a much deeper understanding of what you're trying to achieve, and a richer take on the concept, and also have words to describe to your client, why you have made these choices for your design. And this will be a way that you can formulate that. But this can all be kind of condensed down to even sometimes a word or a short phrase. It's like maybe your word is going to be contrast, that the whole design is going to be based on a balance of opposites, fluid versus soft, rough texture versus smooth, dark, light, all of those kinds of feelings of contrast, vertical, horizontal, right? Or rounded forms versus angular forms. And why is that appropriate again? Does that fit the client and who they are? So this is going to hopefully help you, again, come up with a more creative concept for your final project and for future projects as well. Okay, thank you.